Hey guys, so last year I tried making my first motorized skateboard. Right here, I tried using a penny board, which probably wasn't the best idea because it's really, really small and I'm not good at riding skateboards. So I actually had to add a huge piece of carbon fiber on top of it so I could sit on top of it instead of standing on top of it because I can't stand on top of it. On the bottom we got a huge brushless motor powered by 2 batteries and an ESC. The motor had some issues because it's direct drive, as you can see, and it didn't have enough torque to actually move you forward, so it would stall a lot, make a bunch of bad noises and get really hot, so that was not good. Also, I just 3D printed a giant mount for it instead of using an actual truck, so there's no steering in the back, only a little bit of steering in the front, so that's real sketchy. It kind of makes some cracking noises when you try tilting it. So to fix that, I bought a transmission setup on Amazon, I'll link it in the description, that basically has a little belt. It hooks onto your truck of your board, and it has about a 3-to-1 reduction in it to give you like 3 times the amount of torque, 3 times less speed too, but I don't think you really need to worry about that. I'm also going to try attaching it to my big longboard here instead of the penny board because this will be a lot easier to drive. So let's see how that goes. I have to buy a lot of new wheels too to put it on because I have to drill holes through them. I don't want to ruin these nice ones. These are some nice cheap ones from Amazon that kind of smell like sunflower seeds, which is kind of weird. But let's get going on that and see what happens. Check it out, got all the wheels on. Looks like they're spinning pretty well. So now I'm going to try putting on the transmission. See how that goes. So this hole, the bracket, is just barely too small so that the whole entire system can't fit on the axle. See how it's the gear's rubbing right now? So I'm going to put in the mill and widen that hole up just to about a 1/2 inch size. I think this is just under 1/2 inch because it's in metric. And that should allow me to get it in just a little bit farther to fit everything in there with proper clearances. So I'm going to go try that out right now. Sweet, so with that new 1/2 inch bore I made, it gives us plenty of clearance between the gear on the wheel and the actual bracket. So that's fantastic. So now I'm going to try adhering the gear to the wheel now, which might be hard. We'll see, because it looks like the screws they sent me are a little bit too short, so I might have to really tear up the wheel to get it to work. But luckily I have a mill, so that wouldn't be that hard to do. Finished drilling all the holes. Came out pretty good. Got 4 out of 5 on. The last one didn't work. But I think this will work pretty good for holding on that main drive gear. You can see them drilled through there a little bit. They did walk a little bit when I did it, but I think it'll still work well. Now it is time to get the motor on the mount. So I was thinking of using my big 2250 watt motor over here, but the bracket I got will not fit unless I modify it. So I'm going to start with this guy, which is like a 2200 watt motor, which is about the same, which is kind of weird because the size difference is pretty big. But I'll start with this guy and eventually move up to this guy. The only problem is this is only like a 60 kV, so it's going to be really, really slow, really high torque. So my max speed is going to be like 5 miles an hour if I'm running that 8S. So, oh well, it'll be kind of cool. So I got it hooked up. Looks like it's going to work pretty well. It spins pretty easily, and it looks like it stays on the pulley pretty well. I got an ESC to power the motor. I got a little battery to power the receiver, since this ESC does not have any kind of BES or anything like that. Got my little receiver, and the Torontos, which I'm going to use to control the receiver. I got 2 batteries, each 4 cells. I'm going to put them in series to power this guy at its max, because it can support up to 8S. So that should work pretty well. And again, this is a really slow motor, so we'll see how fast it'll get going. I don't know, but it'll still be fun. So that's wired all up. Okay, it's the moment of the truth. it's all wired up. Got the nice fancy duct tape holding it all down. Let's turn on the receiver.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Looks like we are good. Let's put power to the receiver. Got a green light, that means we're connected. And this probably isn't good, but I'm just going to connect the straight 8S to the ESC. Probably should use the anti-spark gap thing, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's see. I think that's good. Doesn't look running slowly, but it looks like it works. Let's go try it out. First try the longboard. Let's see if it works. It's kind of like 1 in the morning right now, so it can't be too loud. It works. It's really loud though. Oh, stop! Stop! Man, I'm surprised it actually worked that well, but for long periods of time it starts breaking, so these set screws come undone really easily. I added Loctite to them, which helps. Now they're not coming undone now. But my gear that drives the wheel is now coming loose too, because there's screws drilled through it that make it stay in place. So I think I'm going to ditch these wheels and switch to some really big 90mm wheels that actually have holes through them already. I think it might work a little bit better. So let's try that out and see if it helps at all. Also, these bigger wheels should make it go a little bit faster, since these are 70, these are 90, so it should give me like a 10% increase, something around there.